Hello everyone, it's Dee from Consciousness Evolution Journey. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your Pick a Card tarot reading. This reading is going to be advice from the Golden Girls for whatever you are going through right now, or you're looking into the future. Okay, whatever it is you need, one of the Golden Girls wants to come in and bring you some advice. We have Sophia, Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose. So go ahead and decide which Golden Girl holds your message and your information. I will start with Sophia. There will be timestamps for the other ones below. Hello there, everybody who chose Sophia. She is bringing forth a message of action you need to take, or things that you don't see, things that you're not aware of, all right? She really wants to help you get unstuck, bring you clarity, show you what is being hidden from you, bring forth anything from your soul that you need to know or understand. So let's pull a few oracle cards and see what she wants to talk about specifically just for you. Okay, close encounters, and this is about freedom, getting you unstuck. Ears wide open, wow, so that you can pick up on all the things that you're not seeing, that you don't know, and in perfect harmony. All right, so this is card 10, this is card 33, and this is card 11. So with the numerology here, she really wants to bring you information to bring completion for you. Okay, so you can get unstuck or find clarity, know which path to take, finally make a decision about something. All right, she really wants to bring you to the end of the journey here, and she's saying it's time to open your senses, your eyes, your ears, your intuition, your vibes, okay, your spidey senses. It's time to really slow way down, get in flow with your life, with everything going on in your life, so that you can see all the little details that you've been missing, okay? Because once you do that, it's like in those little details, the answer becomes very, very clear or apparent to you. It's like it's been there all along, all right? So let's pull some tarot and go deeper into this message. But she definitely is saying the answer is right there before you. It's you've got to come down, you've got to ground yourself, you got to center, you got to become very, very present, and get rid of any like preconceived notions or ideas, and be like a blank slate, an empty canvas. All right, and just look around you. Pay attention to every single thing somebody is saying to you, as well as what they're not saying to you, right? Because sometimes what somebody's not saying to you is saying so much, right? Without saying anything at all. So pay attention to every conversation. And, you know, some of you, what you're going to be talking to somebody about, you know, in the days or weeks to follow this reading, that conversation is going to become very significant down the road. So really absorb every detail of every conversation. Really pay attention to everything going on around you, in your environment, in the workplace, in your friends, online. You know, just pay attention to details, because it's like something's going to become very, very apparent to you, and through that you're finally able to get like unstuck. You break free. You're not held captive, you're not in limbo. All right, it's time for you to receive the answer, and in receiving that answer you finally get your solution, and you know which action to take. Okay, Nine of Cups, Justice, King of Pentacles. Man, are some of you considering getting married? The Devil. And the Chariot. Okay. This is like a decision of, you know, do I get committed? Do I get locked into this? Or do I run for my life here? Okay. So this, with the Justice coming out, this is where it's like that decision that needs to be made for some of you. And the Knight of Cups coming through, this is you really slowing down and getting into the harmony of things, okay? Getting into the flow of your life and paying attention to every single detail, every conversation, and absorbing it all. And through that process, you are able to come into a decision, or you see the truth finally. You know which path to take. You feel very solid in it, and there's no longer like confusion or any sort of smokescreen, deception. You see through it. Like, you know your path into the Chariot. You know what you got to do, which way you got to go, which action you need to take. All right, but I'm trying to figure out why it's hard for you to like come down, like why this is the message from Sophia of, hey, get into the now and really pay attention to every single detail. Some of you, this could definitely be about like a love romantic situation. Okay. I don't think that if you feel, okay, so you're those of you that are like, you know, should I get committed to this person, or should I, you know, go to the next level of this connection? I feel you should, but there's like this hesitation, like there's this concern, this worry of like bad behavior of the past. Can I fully trust this? And I do feel like you can. And that's why for some of you, it's important to pay attention to every single detail, because in that space, your fears are going to be overcome. You're going to realize you're jumping at shadows, like there is nothing negative here. All right. So I feel like a deeper commitment, or signing a contract, if this isn't about like romance, like signing a contract, starting a new job, moving to a completely new location. I do feel it's a good move. Like, I don't see anything negative here. It's really like you might miss out if you don't pay attention to every single detail, or you might form a false conclusion because you know what something looks like, it may not really be that. Okay, this is like dig way beneath the surface. Take nothing at face value. Make no snap judgments on anyone, anything, any situation. There's so much more beneath the surface. And again, I don't feel like this is a negative energy. I feel like that's what you fear it is. Or yeah, it looks good right now, but this is something bad's just going to happen in the future. So it's a fear. And Sophia's like, overcome this fear. Unstuck yourself from this fear, because you're really going to miss out otherwise. Like, this is a really good thing. So let's pull some more tarot. Yeah, don't let this opportunity pass you by. And maybe that, picking up on that conversation, maybe there was a conversation that you were a part of in the past, okay? And what's now being said in a new conversation in the now, it contradicts that past conversation, but what's being said now is the truth, and it like clears things up for you, some of you, okay? Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Temperance, and Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I love that the Temperance came out under the Devil, because that absolutely confirms for me that this is an unwarranted fear. Like, you're jumping at shadow. What is causing this is things of the past that really aren't relevant to what's happening for you now today, and slowing your energy down and getting very, very present, and being that clean slate, that blank canvas, and not formulating an opinion or a conclusion, like really just being open to absorbing and observing for a period of time here. You're gonna see something that you would have completely missed and overlooked, okay? And I feel like you may have overlooked it because of what has been said to you in the past, what's happened in the past, and it really does not pertain to the timing of now. Like, things are different, or what you were told in the past is very, very false, okay? So, and look at, really slow down and pay attention to every single detail. And look at Sophia. She's coming through here in the Three of Wands, really confirming that message. Like, hey, you're overlooking, you're thinking you already know and you don't. Like, slow down, get into harmony, get into flow, and you're gonna see so much that you have been missing, okay? And like, where you have to make this decision, you've been in limbo on that, it's gonna become very easy to make that choice once you slow down, because it's information is going to come to you. Things you didn't see before are going to become very, very apparent. It's like, before, you would have just charged right past, okay? You would have charged right past it. Your energy's closed up to it, and you would have just overlooked it. But you would really be missing out if you did that, okay? So whatever you were asking about, Sophia's saying, hey, slow your roll. And and the answer is just, it's gonna be right there. You're gonna see the truth, and it's not what you think. It's actually much, much more positive. There's no reason to fear. This energy is like trustworthy, it's truthful, it's honest. There's not anything negative other than this Devil, which again, to me, is a fear. And Sophia's saying you can overcome that. Like this, there's justice here, there's balanced energy here, there's truth here. And what has you stuck is a false belief, a lie that maybe somebody has told you in the past, and now it's time for you to know the truth. And the truth really sets you free and puts you in harmony and assures that you're not missing out on anything. Okay, so slow down and really just take notes of everything over the next days and weeks that follow this reading, okay? And the answer is going to come, like, I feel within 2 weeks of you watching this reading, like between 2 and 3 weeks, it's all going to be very clear and apparent and abundant. Because remember, Sophia is leading you to the 10, to the completion of something, going into 33, which is mastery, higher understanding, also tapping into your sixth sense and really paying attention to the vibes that bring you the answers from the higher realm through the 11, okay? So just slow your energy. This time of confusion, being stuck, unsure, being led by a lie is coming to an end, and you're coming into the truth, which is going to feel very liberating for you. And again, it's like there's nothing to fear here. It's falsity of the past that is tainting this into something it's not. And if you just slow down, you'll see that. You'll see it for what it is. But man, any of you that are like really considering taking the plunge, getting into a deep commitment, I think it looks good. It's a yes from this reading anyways. Maybe watch a few other pick of cards from other readers and see if you get a yes. If you get 3 straight yeses, it's a yes. It just might take a little bit of self-discipline, all right? But you can do this, whatever this deeper commitment is for you, whether it's a relationship, for romance, business related, of partnership, starting a new job, doing something completely brand new and radical. It's a yes. Do it. It will take self-discipline, but you will get there. All right, so we got 99. I love that. You've got 33, 11, and 99. You know, very synchronistic numbers. It's time to come to an end. And compassion. This is where, you know, you're really you're slowing your roll and you're becoming present and you're being compassionate to yourself and to others, okay? This is really pulling your energy back and just observing without any bias. Like, whatever this is, give it a real chance. 100%. You're not going to be disappointed at all. Be soft. Go into your heart space about this. Dismiss anything that's been said to you previously about this person, this situation, this idea, this movement. All right, it's false. This is a very positive thing here. All right, so those are your messages from Sophia. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. All right. So for those of you that felt Dorothy held your message for advice right now, first of all, she really wants to empower you. She wants you to feel strong. She wants you to find your voice. She wants you to speak your truth. She wants to really help you express yourself or say something that you need to say. She also, for some of you, wants to bring you into the truth. So for those of you that need to verbalize something, this could be like you have some speech up and coming. You're going to be in front of a bunch of people, or this could be a conversation that you need to have with somebody, or this could be where you've been holding back, and now it's finally time to express your truth, even if that makes waves. All right, so with Dorothy, she wants you to feel empowered, and she wants you to use your voice the way that you need to at this time. And she also wants to bring some deeper truth about something for some of you. So let's pull some oracle cards. Spirit of gratitude. Into me I see. And the uncharted sea. All right, so I'm going to read this both ways since this is a general message, and you apply it which way truly fits or resonates with you, okay? And if it just doesn't at all, anything I say, then, you know, maybe this is not the message for you. But I have to say it both ways, okay? First of all, some of you, she's trying to bring you into the truth of where you are really not being appreciated in certain areas of your life or in certain relationships. Like, you're not being appreciated and you have a sense of that, but she wants to take you even deeper into yourself and show you that parts of you that accept that sort of behavior from people, okay? And really bring that shadow energy, the uncharted sea, up for you to say, hey, this is why you tolerate this. This is why you accept this. Let's heal this. You deserve better. You deserve more. Okay? And now for others of you, this could be, because I need to read this the other way, I do feel that there is somebody that's going to be like, yeah, this is mine. Okay? Even if it's just one of you, where you are not taking, like, you are taking for granted a certain person or a certain situation in your life, and Dorothy's really trying to bring your attention to that, saying, hey, you need to take a closer look at this person or this situation. Really dig deep, okay? Really go deep and explore parts of you, and you're going to realize how much this person or situation has been there for you, or has helped you, or saved you, at different points in time. And it's not to say like you're just walking all over somebody, okay? But there may be a person in your life that maybe doesn't speak to you, like speak their truth to you, and speak up to you and say, hey, I'm not feeling appreciated by you. I'm feeling overlooked by you. There may be somebody who feels that way. So if that resonates in your heart, really dig deep and, question, why am I not giving the love and attention to this person or situation that it deserves? Like, it might just be like Dorothy's just trying to check you and say, hey, give credit where credit's due. Give love where love's due. This person, this situation's really been there, really helped you. I'm just giving you a heads up that they could really use that love and those words from you at this time, okay? So I do know there's at least one person that's going to be like, yeah, that's my message, okay? But for the rest of you, if this is not about a person or a situation where you're being very undervalued and underappreciated, this is a call from Dorothy about yourself and your own thoughts that you hold about yourself and that you entertain about yourself, and you not thinking that you are good enough or worthy. And she's encouraging you to dive really deep into yourself, into the uncharted darkness, shadow of self, and discover why it is that you think you are not worthy, or you're unlovable, or you're not good enough, the true source in which those beliefs came to life within you, so that you can conquer them and you can overcome them, and you can see, truly how beautiful and divine you are. All right. So Dorothy is all about bringing the truth in this reading. Okay. So let's pull some more tarot. King of Swords. All right. As I was saying, she's bringing truth. Queen of Swords is what she represents, and she's bringing out the King of Swords. Yeah, she is really trying to bring you to the light in whichever way you need it, and empower you to face the shadow, or to speak your truth. Do what you've got to do here. Five of Swords, speaking your truth, even if it's going to cause conflict and make waves. Five of Cups, man. King of Cups and Nine of Wands. Okay. Some of you, this could definitely be like a workplace situation where, you have been there a very long time. You've been putting your best foot forward, and it's like somebody else got the raise or got the promotion, or you got let go, and it really hurt you. Like, I don't understand this, and you feel defeated by it at this time. But Dorothy is saying it's time to rise up. Okay, whether you are male or female, it's time to come into your masculine energy, that solar plexus chakra, and feel empowered and speak the truth if the truth needs to be said, or believe in yourself enough to leave this company and search for another job. Or if you got let go and you feel it was very unfair, believe that there is a better job coming for you. Okay, because it's like those of you that got let go, here's the King of Swords letting you go, but truly cutting you free to open you up to this King of Cups. Okay, to work for this person, this energy, which is a much, much easier person to deal with. Okay, so know that if you feel like you wrongfully lost your job, there is a better thing coming for you, a much better work environment with a much better boss. All right. Those of you where we're currently in the same work situation, any sort of like conflict or struggle that you've been going through with the King of Swords here, Dorothy is saying empower yourself. There is somebody that will hear you. There is somebody who will listen to you and help you out to resolve these issues. Okay, it's just you've got to believe in yourself. And you know, a lot of times I know in the workplace it's hard to come forward and speak about things because you don't want to lose your job, right? There's always a fear of losing your job or getting a mark on your head. And Dorothy is saying no, what needs to be said needs to be said. Bring the truth forward. Somebody is going to believe you. Somebody's going to hear you. Somebody's going to have your side and have your back on this. Okay. And if this is a situation where you know, you just feel as though you're not getting a raise, you're being overlooked, or somebody got a promotion when you feel like it should have been yours, even if you've been at this job like 9 or 10 years, it's time for you to really believe in yourself and start looking elsewhere. There's a better situation for you. Okay. Now, for others of you in a situation where this is like a relationship, what I'm seeing is you're dealing with the King of Swords and you're coming through as the King of Cups. Okay, I mean, you got this King of Swords sitting by the Five of Swords, and then you got the King of Cups sitting by the Five of Cups. This King of Swords continually inflicts heartache and pain over here on this King of Cups. I mean, look at this. All right, 2 kings and 2 fives. So here is you. Here's this other person. You know, this King of Swords. This is somebody who's mean, who's dominating, somebody who could spread lies, tell lies, misuse their power, that type of energy. And it's hurting you. It's bringing you into this Five of Cups energy, okay, and making you doubt yourself. And this is where Dorothy is coming in and saying, listen, it's on them. They're undervaluing you. They're not appreciating you. And that's why she wants to lead you deep into yourself to face that shadow. So you recognize that the flaw isn't within you. The only thing about you that needs addressing is why you tolerate this, or why you have accepted this or allowed this to go on for so long, because it has been going on for quite some time with this Nine of Wands coming through. Okay, she wants you to really dive deep and really reconsider that, because you have been telling yourself a specific story as to why, right? And it's probably a very, very good reason, but she wants to take you beyond that. Okay, she wants to show you other perspectives and empower you to break you free from this, or really put your foot down and say what you have to say. And now if this is for that person out there where you haven't been appreciating somebody, this is Dorothy showing you what they're going through. Okay, you would be showing as this King of Swords and them as this King of Cups. And your actions, your words, like overlooking them, just whatever's happened here, they're in a lot of sadness and pain. And so Dorothy's trying to really lead you deep within and connect you with your empathy so that you can feel that and become aware of that. Because I don't feel that like it's an intentional, like, oh, I want to hurt you and make you feel bad. It's not. And that's why she's trying to bring it to your awareness, because this person like carries this for a long time. They don't tell you how they're feeling, and it's like you're like, well, I'm not a mind reader, okay? But she's like, you know, go deeper and you'll see, you'll understand this person much better, okay? And now lastly, some of you, this is basically where it's you having these really low thoughts about yourself, and you're coming through as the King of Swords, being a bully to yourself, to your emotional body. You know, when you are telling yourself that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're ugly, you're stupid, whatever it is that you tell yourself, okay, that's lower vibrational energy, and we all do it at specific times and certain points in life, right? We have all been there. When you're doing that, you're abusing yourself, okay? You're emotionally and mentally abusing yourself by doing that. And you know, think of somebody you truly love. You would never say those things to them, right? So why would you ever dream of saying those things to yourself? Because it's yourself, and that's what she wants you to really think about and see differently. Like, you can be disappointed in yourself. You can feel let down when you make mistakes, but don't beat yourself up over that. That's human nature. Everybody screws up, everybody makes mistakes. But in this case, I feel like it goes beyond that, where you are beating yourself up for untruths that were told to you by other people along your journey. And Dorothy really wants to help shed you of those untruths so that you can feel empowered, and you won't tolerate, you know, people talking down to you, people taking advantage of you, none of that. And, you know, oftentimes when we do feel low about ourselves, we will tolerate bad behavior from others, you know, just because it's like that's the same way we're treating ourselves. So we're familiar and we're comfortable with it, so we accept it. And she wants to help you treat yourself better so that you're not comfortable with anybody treating you badly. Okay, so let's pull some more tarot. And it might be, it's time for you to straight up put somebody in their place as well. And don't worry about rocking the boat, severing the connection. It's like some of you, it's time to just really put somebody in their place. All right, so we've got the Eight of Wands, King of Wands. You've got 3 kings coming out in this reading. 9 of Cups, Judgment, and 6 of Swords. Excellent. Yes. Dorothy is leading you into all the solutions and answers however you have resonated with this reading. And this is ultimately where she's bringing you into this place of personal empowerment, where you are working from your solar plexus chakra, okay? And you are taking a stand, and you are putting boundaries down, and you're saying what needs to be said, and you're not having any shame in that, because Eight of Wands is also about communication, okay? So those of you in the workplace, you know, there is going to be somebody who will listen to you. Don't hold it in. Don't hold back anymore, okay? Those of you, again, that, you know, you lost a job, there's better coming. But mainly somebody who has, you know, been very condescending, talks down to you, makes you feel small. It's like you're finally going to feel empowered to speak your truth, to say what you've got to say. And in that, oh my gosh, you feel so liberated. I mean, these cards, you know, other than the Kings, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, that's heavy, hard, sad energy. But the bottom row coming into the solution is so liberating and freeing. Like you speaking your truth, or you deciding to start thinking highly of yourself and really making an effort of that. And, you know, no matter what, not saying mean things to yourself, it really liberates you. It frees you. There's so much happiness that comes into play. Those of you going to a new job, it's way better. You're going to be so much happier. Those of you that are going to be looking for a new job because you didn't get that promotion and you're tired of this crap, you're going to have a way better job. You're going to be so much happier at what you find, what you move on to, okay? Those of you where this is a person, after you speak your truth and you tell them what you've got to say, like you are liberated, you have emotional fulfillment, mentally there's no worry, there's no anxiety, you're like moving on, Okay, so this is really like, it's time to speak your truth. It's time to not put up with anybody's BS behavior any longer. Stand your ground, have boundaries, and it's like you're only going to be respected for it. And all this time, you may have felt in fear, like, well, if I speak up or if I say this or I do that, it's going to have a bad repercussion, like I'm going to lose my job, or I may lose this connection in my life, and it matters to me, there's value. And now you're gonna flip and say, you know what, if I'm not valued, it doesn't matter how important something is to me or how emotionally invested and involved I am. It doesn't matter. I've got to love myself. And if I'm not getting that, I've got to move on. Like, you're just going to change in your head, whereas before you were tolerating and accommodating, you're not going to anymore. It's like you're no longer going to maintain these beliefs that allowed you to tolerate that behavior in the first place. You're just going to see yourself differently. Like, Dorothy really wants to lead you into a deep, deep dive and show you the truth about yourself, and how what you're thinking in a negative capacity is not the truth at all. It's just, programming that you've picked up along the way from other people saying negative, hurtful things to you. That was their shadow energy that they projected onto you, okay? And it imprinted within you. And now Dorothy wants to free you from that and say, nope, you're way better than this. Don't listen to them. If you want to look at it this way, you're coming through as 3 kings in this reading, okay? Like, that's your energy. You are very intelligent. You have a very strong soul, and you are beautiful in your emotional body, okay? Coming through as 3 kings in the essence of speaking of you, you're very well rounded. You're very experienced. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're a very balanced person. You're deep. You're deep. You're emotionally mature. You take action. You're a leader. You're very intelligent. You're innovative. You're resourceful. And you don't know this about yourself. Like, especially in the workplace, those of you where that's really resonating, like, you are so much better than where you're at if you're being held back like this, if you're being overlooked. You are so much better. You deserve a better job. You deserve to work for better people. You've just got to believe that. And Dorothy wants to take you into that knowing so that you can align to that job where you will be respected, where you will make the same amount of money or more money, but you'll be happy, okay? Because ultimately, the truth Dorothy leads you into allows you to really move on, and not just move on, but leave these crappy lower vibrational thoughts about yourself behind as well, because you see the truth, you see your value, you see that you're competent, and that you are a good person, and that you do deserve respect and recognition and to be loved, okay? Just however this resonates for you. So Dorothy really bringing you in to some deep truths about self, as well as behavior from others that you absolutely do not deserve and should not tolerate. And she is going to activate that throat chakra and that solar plexus chakra so you could speak your truth and feel very confident and empowered in doing so. All right. Look at this, number 22, intuition. So she is also directing you to the fact that all along, however you've resonated with this, you've known the truth intuitively, but you turn away from it. It's time to start trusting your intuition much, much more, no matter what the external looks like. Because sometimes the external is nothing but smoke and mirrors and a big old facade. And it's your intuition that's telling you the truth and trying to navigate you and guide you through all that smoke and mirrors. Okay, so she's also saying, trust your intuition far, far more. you are so much more right than you're ever wrong. You just don't know it because you don't receive the validation. Okay, so those are your messages from Dorothy. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, everybody. Okay, so those of you that felt drawn into Blanche, she wants to bring you some good news, okay? Or she wants to help you figure out any block you have to allow a beautiful blessing manifestation come in, all right? Blanche bears good news. So let's see exactly which area of your life she is talking about. Willing release. All right, she's saying don't hold on too tightly. You've got to let you know, when you blow on the little dandelion there, you've got to, you know, you release it to the wind. That's what you've got to do with what she's going to talk about here, bearing fruit. Look at that, how perfect. And lastly, Earth Magic. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, these oracle cards are so perfect for her bringing you good news. Watch like Sophia or Dorothy, whole different landscape and scene up there on the top, okay? So this here, Blanche is saying you are going to bear fruit. There is magic at play. There is work behind the scenes, blessing coming in, miracle happening, but you hold it too closely, or you bury the seed and then you dig it back up, okay? It's time to put your wish, your desire out to the universe, and now you need to trust that it's gonna happen in the right time, okay? And now is the time for you to pull back and just be open to the promptings of the universe of any further action that you may need to do. But she's saying like it's in motion, it's in the works, it's just you're overthinking it. And some of you, like, this is coming, it's gonna happen, but you're making yourself miserable because you're like, when is this going to happen? When is it going to be ready? And is everything going to be perfect? And she's like, yeah, all is well. It's going to happen when it happens. It's on its way, okay? It's on its way. It's time to release our grip upon it. So let's, and don't be controlling. Be very fluid in, you know, your expectation, because there is magic going on here. Pull some tarot and go deeper. Two of Wands. See, progress is being made. Five of Cups, but it's not in the time frame in which you are hoping for. Ace of Pentacles, but there it is. It's coming. And happiness with the Ten of Cups right after that Ace of Pentacles. So that Five of Cups is going to turn into the Ten of Cups. And look at Five of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel some of you, what's happened here is maybe, you know, you've received some sort of return, some sort of manifestation from what you have been working towards and hoping for, but it fell very, very short, okay? Very short. And you're just like, why do I even try? Why do I get excited? Why do I get my hopes up? Okay, and it's put you in a bit of a funk, like, you know, whether this is something smaller or much larger, it's put you in a funk. And what Blanche is saying is there is progress being made. But this Five of Cups and this Five of Pentacles is, that's when you go back to that grip of, now I'm in doubt, now I'm in lower vibrational energy. And she's saying you need to focus on this Ace of Pentacles and this Ten of Cups. Like, that's my outcome. that's what's going to be. This Five of Pentacles is going to turn into an Ace of Pentacles. This Five of Cups is going to turn into the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Two of Wands going from one world into the next. Progress is absolutely being made here. But you know, part of you, like the journey, is where you keep going back and forth to a very positive mindset about your life and things, and then you revert back into a very negative, sad outlook on things. And some of you, it could be like we've really been struggling financially, or within our family, or even with romance. Okay, we've really been in the struggle in money, or like matters of the heart, and that to me is playing out as romance or family in this reading. Okay, those are the two main energies, and Blanche is saying there is improvement, there is shifting, things are changing. All right, those of you who are single and it's just been like one dud after the next, or like rejection, getting ghosted, things going good, and then boom, out of nowhere it's just poof, gone, no explanation, that you're coming to the end of that. All right, there is a beautiful relationship on the horizon for you. It's just get out of this Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles. You need to heal those energies of feeling rejected or what's wrong with me, and focus more on loving yourself and knowing you're worthy, and knowing there is a beautiful partnership. Blanche is saying, hey, there is something coming for you. It's very positive, and I see for some of you this is about romance. Others of you, you know, family issues. Okay, any sort of family issue, struggle going on, it's going to be healed. Like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Those of you struggling financially, again, there's light at the end of the tunnel. This reading number 3 is all about positivity. And like I said, go watch 1 and 2. Vastly different from the message of this one. Okay, this is where we're coming out of the darkness into the light. We're coming out of sadness into happiness. We're coming out of lack into abundance. All right, there's progress being made, energy working behind the scenes, and Blanche is just really trying to say, hey, get in a positive space. Like all is going to be okay. And you know, what can you work on right now in the meantime along the journey? You know, working on believing that good things are coming, and focus on, you know, what is positive right now, because there's beautiful things ahead for you. Like this is so positive. She's like, you have nothing to worry about. You're coming out of the storm. You have that Ace of Pentacles and that Ten of Cups. That's what's coming. That's what's positive. Okay, let's pull some more tarot. Yes, look at that. The Ace of Wands under that two. I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords under that Two of Wands. The Ace of Cups under the Five of Cups. You got 3 aces. The Seven of Pentacles. It's going to work out. The Nine of Wands. I know it's been a very long journey. And the Seven of Wands. You're a little defensive and you're like, shut up. I don't believe you. Okay. You got 3 aces. 3 aces. Yes, the journey is going to get easier. There is new love. There is healing coming to the family. There is money coming in. There's new opportunities. I mean, let's see what the next card is. Okay, nope, not an ace. If it was an ace, I was to be like, oh my gosh. The only ace that's missing here is the Ace of Wands. All right, and that's more about taking an action. And so for you guys, I feel like all the actions you could possibly take, you've done that, okay? And now it's more of a time of reflection and really trying to stay in a more positive mindset and positive vibrations, so that when it is time to act, you'll know. You'll just know, okay? So here, answers, solution, breaking free from lower vibrational energies, new relationship, healing to broken heart, healing to family situations. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, new job, new money, healing to a financial situation. So this is positive, positive news. And I don't think an ace came out in either of the first two readings either. Yeah, this one right here, number 3, very positive. And you know what? This is reading 3. This is 3 aces. Sometimes third time's a charm for some of you. Okay, that might literally be a thing. Third time's a charm. And you know what's funny about that is today I was at the store making a purchase, and it wouldn't take like my debit card. The chip reader kept airing out, and on the third try it worked perfectly. So there you go. Some of you, this is like third time is a charm, and you are tired. Okay, you're tired, you're defensive, you're like, I've really tried my best, I've worked hard, I've done all I could do, like, man, and this is long. How long does this take? I know when you're in this space, you don't want to hear divine timing is everything. Believe me, I know it. But I have to say that divine timing is truly everything. And what's being like set up for you is what you want. It's worth the wait. And you're going to realize some things along the way with this Ace of Swords. Okay, and those of you who have been single for a while, you've been working on yourself, really growing yourself in certain ways. Okay, this is should be viewed as a self journey of loving self, of getting to know self, rather than like really focusing on, oh, I'm lonely, what's wrong with me? Because when Spirit has you walking alone, it's because there's things about yourself Spirit wants to enlighten you about. And also you are in a period of evolution and preparation for a union with somebody who's going through very similar things that you are. Okay, so there's definitely love coming in for those of you who have been single for a while, and where there's just been a lot of trouble in a family situation, in a family unit. It's like you guys have been going through everything. That's wrapping up, that's coming to an end, and there's all this beautiful energy coming in, and a beautiful money change and shift for some of you guys, all right, that have really been in that struggle. Beautiful money shift. Been working hard, it's just like it's not enough, and then finally, boom, here it is, this offer, this opportunity, this expansion in your area of abundance. So it's coming, it's in the works for each and every one of you, and that's why you are drawn to Blanche. Okay, she wants to remind you of that, and just pull your spirits up, have the faith, and ask Spirit, is there any emotional wounds I need to work on? What programs in my subconscious are very lackful that I could, work on? And Spirit will show you. But it's like no matter what, this is in the works, and this is going to happen for you. Those working on the emotional wounds or the affirmations is only to make the journey more comfortable for you, so you don't fall into that 5 of Cups or that 5 of Pentacles thinking and energy while you feel like you're waiting, so to speak. Okay, so good things are coming your way. Believe. Yes, look at that. Spiritual partnership. So the singles who have been lonely and sad, you've been preparing for something very, very special. Okay, so know that. Spiritual partnership. Everybody else where this is more about family or money, the spiritual partnership is talking about like the relationship you have with yourself and the universe, and trusting all is well, and just really tapping into the vibes and knowing that like your time is coming, your blessing is coming in. All right, so those are your messages from Blanche. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. All right, so for everybody who chose Rose, she wants to bring you some guidance to help heal your heart, to help soothe you. Some of you, she wants to bring some relationship advice and counseling in. All right, so Rose is coming through as the Queen of Cups, so she wants to guide you, she wants to heal you, she wants to soothe you about matters of the heart. All right, so let's pull some oracle cards and see exactly what she wants to talk about when it comes to these matters of the heart. A burst of magic. Wish upon a star. Oh, this is good. And shining through. All right, this one actually jumped out. And beautiful uncaging. It like jumped out onto my arm here. All right, so actually I'll put that one right there. Okay, so what Rose is saying for everybody is really believe in the magic of love, of manifestation, of your intention, okay? Some of you feel like it doesn't matter if I'm a good person and I do the right thing, I still get screwed over, bad things still happen to me, or I'm always excited for everybody's success, where's mine? I've been to a bazillion weddings, where's my true love? I'm a great, great friend, where's my true friends at, okay? You've been feeling very, very restricted and closed off somehow, some way with emotional connection in your life. And the main thing that she is bringing through in this message is there's a beautiful uncaging happening. So those of you who have been like really lonely, that's about to change. Those of you that feel like, you know, you put your heart and soul into something and it's like, where's the fruit of this? Where's the manifestation? Like you're about to have a big burst of manifestation, okay? It's like, I'm going to give a really small example of this, because I don't want to, like, some of the bigger things I'm seeing in my head, I don't want to say them because I know it doesn't like relate to every person. So I'm going to use a small example, and then when this plays out in your life in a bigger way, you're going to be like, okay, I get it. So you know, let's just say like you really wanting a cup of coffee, okay, and you've been thinking about it in your head and you're like, man, I want to go get a coffee on my way into work in the morning or whatever, okay? And so on your way in, you stop and you get yourself a coffee. But also when you get to the office, you know, two of your coworkers have both thought of you that morning and have brought you coffee, but then the manager has decided to bring coffee and breakfast for everybody, okay? It's like that's what's going to happen to you, where you couldn't, you needed a spoon, and all you had was forks. Like you couldn't find a spoon to save your life, and then all of a sudden it's like it's raining spoons. Like that's how I feel for you guys. However this resonates, like where you've been feeling like you're closed off from what you're desiring or what you've been working for, or like certain emotional connections like romance, friends, just feeling really cut off and restricted despite your efforts, despite everything you're doing. And Rose is saying, well, you are about to have a big storm of this manifestation of what it is that you feel you've been lacking and what you feel you've really been held back from, okay? So I'm really curious to get into the tarot about this. Like why the restriction for it to just rain like this? It's like crazy blessings. It's you know, being in the desert and all of a sudden you're stepping into this oasis. So we have the Three of Swords, definitely a lot of sadness and loneliness and disappointment here. Ace of Cups, a lot of it around relationships, being used, being lied to, being overlooked, second choice, second best. Feel like you're waiting and there's just no progress made no matter what you do. Yeah, Hanged Man. You just feel like no matter what you try, different tactics, it's like it always ends the same for you. Okay. And now I understand what this restriction is, this cutting off of energy is. The Three of Swords with the Seven of Swords. This is where your heart was really broken. Like somebody hurt you, somebody lied to you, somebody took advantage. And I feel like it's multiple somebodies that did this. Friends, maybe romance, even family for some of you. Okay. But you've been through quite a bit emotionally. So it's almost like you cut yourself off. You created a barrier around yourself. And some of you may be aware of that, and some of you may not be aware of that. Okay. And the reason for that cutting off is because you really did need a period of healing, a deep period of healing, to really filter and sort through the different things that happened, and for those things to transform into wisdom and become tools for you. And it takes time for that. When things happen to us, it stuns us, it knocks us on our butt, and we have to process and filter through, and it takes time to heal. Just like if you break a bone, it takes time to heal, right? And that's just kind of where you've been at, is in this deep healing process. Okay. And any attempts, I feel, during this process to really like try to reconnect romantically with somebody, or try to have super close ties and connections, it's just like it doesn't work out for you. You feel so blocked from that. And if it's not about relationships and connections, something you've really been trying to manifest for yourself, okay? You've been doing everything you could think to do to bring it into reality, and it's like at every turn you're blocked and you're losing faith, you're losing hope. All right, either way that you resonate with this, there is progress being made. Okay, there's energies behind the scenes that are happening, and it's going to come in here. So let's pull some more cards. The Devil, King of Swords, Temperance, Four of Wands, and look at that, Two of Cups. Okay, so this relationship stuff, those of you where this is around relationships, yeah, you dealt with some pretty shady people. Okay, the Devil next to this King of Swords, and I know that this Devil paired with King of Swords is what brought this Three of Swords and Seven Swords, like broke your heart here. This person, or this could represent multiple, relationships that you've dealt with and encountered. This person is very selfishly motivated. It's all about me. I'm going to say what I've got to say to mentally control you. I'm going to say what I've got to say to emotionally control you. I'm going to try to manipulate you because it's all about me and what I want, and I want to get my way. Okay. So this relationship business, like, you guys really needed a period of healing, which had to be a solo journey. Okay. It did. And, when people are around us, they can only support us, just like the broken bone. Your body heals that bone, nobody else but your body. So when you're healing your broken heart, nobody can heal it for you. Nobody can really help that process. Like, your friends can support you and be there for you, just like the doctor can set your broken bone and put a cast on and give you instruction on how to, heal it and take care of it. Your friends can only, be there to support you and offer you guidance. So healing is an inside job, and some of you that have felt very, very, very alone, there is great purpose in healing yourself and walking that journey alone, even though it seems like it should be the other way where you're surrounded by a ton of people. But this was for you to really get to know your own energy. And I feel in general, you are a healing person, and nobody could quite understand the depth of your pain or what you go through. It's like, oh, everybody has a broken heart, and they would never understand just how deep your heart broke. Okay, so a lot of this healing has been on your own, and you're tired of that, and you want support, you want friends, you want stability, and some of you really want a beautiful romantic partnership and love. Okay, and that is happening. That is coming for you. Miss Rose here is saying you're coming to the end of this solo solitude journey because the healing process is just about complete. And it might not seem like that right when you watch this reading, but the healing process is just about complete for you, and it's time for you to come back out. It's time for you to connect with people. And I feel like new friends, whether it's romance or not, like there's new friends for all of you, like new beautiful energies coming in. And those of you where it's like you've really been trying to manifest a dream or goal or desire or wish, it's like the holding back of it, the not receiving of it has made you very resourceful, much more innovative, and has grown you and humbled you and just taught you things that you wouldn't have otherwise received, and you felt punished. But now you are about to come into so much abundance. It's unreal. Like I said, where you were like, okay, I'm going to get myself a coffee. Like maybe, okay, here's a better way to explain that. You've been wanting a good, decent coffee all week, but you just didn't have enough money. And it's Friday. You get paid. The money's in your account. So on your way to work, you're going to get yourself that coffee. So you do. And then you get to work. And like I said, everybody also brought you coffee. Okay. It's like you're going to be showered with abundance from the universe. All that you have lacked, all that's been withheld from you is about to come pouring in like the dam bursting. And some of you with this romance stuff, it could be like all of a sudden like there was nothing on the scene for a few years, and there's all kinds of things on the scene now, like all kinds of people interested in you, and it's like they weren't there before, and friends, like all of a sudden you're being invited to go do all of these things. It's like it was the desert, and now you're in this beautiful oasis. Okay, that's just how I see it. However you're resonating with this, it's like your journey through the desert is coming to the end, and you've learned a lot through that journey. And the more and more you immerse yourself into this new paradise, the more and more you're going to come to appreciate the journey in which it took to get you here. Okay, so a lot of positive shifting and changing up ahead. Rose wants you to know that the restriction of the Hanged Man is leaving, and you're coming out of a cage, like you're emerging, and you're going to be much, much happier. All right, let's pull you another card. Spirit speaks. Spirit speaks. Right there. Timeout. That's what you've been in. You've been in a timeout. And it's time to join the game once again. And like I said, the more things start shifting, the more you'll understand your journey, and the more that you'll appreciate it. Like everything it took to get you to where you are now and what's happening now. All right, so those are your messages from Rose. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.